UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya has never suffered defeat at 185 pounds.
It has been an incredible rise to UFC superstardom for Israel Adesanya. He believes in his training, he believes in his coaches, and he's proven it time and time again inside of the octagon.
The blemishes don't always take the form of an officially recorded loss. And his second bout with the promotion is in dispute.
Marvin Vettori is totally unfazed. Vettori's ready to go.
Marvin Vettori feels that he is just a better all-around mixed martial artist, and you need this confidence in order to win a fight like he's facing tonight.
Nice left hand lands, and that's the third one he's landed.
Beautiful counter lands for Adesanya.
Vettori brought a fight to Adesanya. It's not as easy as he thought it was going to be.
With something in the water, I can feel it in my bones.
When we fought the first time, I just dominated him. This fight needs to happen again.
Standing on the front line, wanting what's mine.
I can beat him. I beat him then, and I'll beat him again.
Now you're gonna realize that gold is my color.
Since his narrow split decision loss to Adesanya 3 years ago, Italian title challenger Marvin Vettori has dominated all comers.
Heavy shots on the feet for Vettori.
Vettori looks amazing here. Fast, powerful strikes.
I wanted to come in here, make a statement. I'm back.
And he is now set to face the last style bender once again.
Here we go, Joe, Act 2.
In the main event of UFC 263.
I know what I did to him, but here we are again.
Israel Adesanya can not only out-kickbox and outsmart fighters, he can out-tough fighters.
I want to make sure there's no doubt when I take him out this time.
Israel Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights. Oh, that's it. Wow. Still undisputed. He's too good. Wow. Israel Adesanya is what he knew and thought he was, the best middleweight on planet Earth.
The co-main event will be another rematch as flyweight champion Davison Figueiredo
He's a true killer.
Davison Figueiredo by knockout. Oh my God!
and challenger Brandon Moreno
Moreno with some vicious hammer fists.
The assassin baby going for the kill.
run back their short-notice thriller from December of 2020.
What a pace this fight is being fought at.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Which ended with no winner.
This fight is a majority draw. We need a rematch. For me, for Figueiredo, for the fans, for everybody.
Plus, fan favorite Nate Diaz
Diaz just relentless.
We should always be ready to fight everybody on our worst day.
battles surging Brit Leon Edwards in a 5-round welterweight bout.
Leon Edwards is the absolute top of the food chain.
One and done for Leon Rocky Edwards.
But before the best in the world touch down in the Arizona desert, first, get ready for UFC 263
Gold is my color.
Countdown. Southern California is a melting pot. Home to an Italian-born UFC title challenger on the cusp of greatness. But it was Marvin Vettori's love for mixed martial arts that compelled him to leave the Trentino province.
Però dopo alle 4:30 mi alleno di nuovo un po'.
Qui a non ci
Questo oggi, sì, sì.
Una volta quando non c'è da fare niente, poi di qua e poi andiamo là, ti porto a vedere il posto.
I'm originally from a town called Mezzocorona. It's a nice little city, you know? C'è un po' di sale.
Cosa vuoi? Così bisogna sale?
C'è un po' di sale per
Sì.
Fighting out of Italy, presenting Marvin Vettori.
Caratteristiche fisiche qui, subito il tentativo di ghigliottina di Marvin Vettori.
Vettori going straight to the choke, takes him to the ground.
At the beginning, it was such an uncommon road that I was taking that, you know, there was boxing, there was eventually like some kind of jiu-jitsu schools, but like very few MMA.
Si rifugia in un takedown.
Goes to the guillotine again.
Can he submit? And he submits the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Young kid, hungry. You can tell he wants to be in the big shows. He wants to fight the best.
A lot of opportunities are missing in terms of like definitely sports and business. You know, you kind of like go through life, you know, you're in a comfort zone in a sense.
Ci sono due espresso, poi cosa mangi?
but if you seek for more, you got to go somewhere else.
The champ.
Marvin Vettori may be a name to keep your eye on coming out of Italy at just 22 years old. Impressive stuff.
SoCal also happens to be a hotbed for combat, where Vettori joined King's MMA in Huntington Beach to train with their deep roster of UFC champions and contenders.
I always say, like, whenever the standard's really high, you'll raise to that standard. Whenever the standard's low, then you'll remain where you're at. So I had my goals and I was after them. I deeply feel it inside. It's my destiny to be the first Italian UFC champion. Porterò a casa il titolo e lo farò per tutta l'Italia. Alla grande, raga.
So here he is, folks, the Italian dream. Marvin Vettori comes from a very small village up north in Italy and just wasn't getting the training he needed to take his career to the next level. Now he's getting it.
Vettori with the triangle attempt. Look at this. That looks good. He got it.
Marvin Vettori wins his UFC debut.
This young man has a lot of potential at 22 years of age.
Most people do believe Vettori is Italy's best hope for UFC glory. 186, the official weight for Marvin Vettori. And his opponent still undefeated, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya.
Just as Vettori found his footing in the UFC, he was matched up with an undefeated kickboxer from New Zealand, touted as the next great middleweight talent.
Pretty rare you see a guy make his UFC debut with this kind of hype.
Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, has arrived.
Middleweights, I'm the new dog in the yard.
Shake that. He's your star. I like it. Long time coming, man.
The UFC didn't give him the jitters. He's been competing his whole life. Fantastic young fighter with confidence to match.
Not a lot of people burning up Mick Maynard's line looking to fight Israel Adesanya, but if you spend a couple minutes with Marvin Vettori, this dude is totally unfazed.
Vettori is completely determined that this style is built for him. He thinks that this guy's just all hype. I'm gonna take him down just like everybody else I've taken down. I'm gonna hit him hard just like everybody else. Oh, ooh, good body shot.
He's tricky, like he's sneaky, the way he fights, the way he moves.
And another
nice
one.
Body kick by Vettori.
But that's really it. He did not have anything for me,
Nice left hand lands, and that's the third one he's landed.
Oh, Vettori has a good chin.
Like, it was close. And like, you can see who wanted it in that fight.
We finally see Adesanya on the back, and it could be disastrous for Adesanya.
Vettori showed a lot of stuff on Adesanya we hadn't seen. He brought a fight to Adesanya. It's not as easy as he thought it was going to be.
I think I won that fight. I really believe so.
All right, Marvin Vettori was game. Was it enough? For the winner by split decision, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And still undefeated, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. You seem a little bit disappointed.
A win's a win, but I'm not happy with it. Dana, I know you're around. I want to fight again ASAP.
He looked human tonight, but he's very, very good.
I'm really glad that Dana White didn't shy away from what he knew, what he saw in me. Dana White saw that this guy is, he's something. So in my next fight, he put me in the main event against Brad Tavares.
Nice one. That hurt him.
And I showed out, 5-0.
Oh, big right.
It has been a dominant performance by Israel Adesanya.
I silenced all haters.
Backed up that confidence.
And that was that.
His technique is at the highest level you're going to see in MMA.
Following the tightly contested bout with Marvin Vettori, Israel Adesanya would go on to take over the sport. Tallying knockouts.
Oh, another knockdown! Israel Adesanya!
Legendary 5-round battles.
Oh! Adesanya is showing championship hard right now.
Championships.
I'm the champion.
Sold-out stadiums.
This unification bout here tonight. Israel Adesanya! Adesanya, king of the middleweights.
Better not step in there, because this is my case.
And multiple title defenses.
Quick night at the office for the champion. Too easy.
Relishing in superstardom every step of the way.
This is for my team, City Kickboxing.
The champ is here.
Until he moved up to light heavyweight in hopes of capturing the second UFC belt.
Oh, Stylebender caught him.
Adesanya beats a big right hand.
Oh, look at that. Nobody's been able to control Izzy like that.
Only to suffer defeat for the first time in his career.
And still.
Moving up to 205, it's a challenge for the belt. Wasn't always in the plans. The universe kind of just gave me this alley-oop, and I missed that dunk. I needed to shake things up a bit and reshuffle the deck of cards that I've been handed, so I did that. Changing my strength training program when I do it, and also just replacing it with the breath work and the mobility work I do with Dave Wood.
The benefit of this training is that it gets them out of their comfort zone. This is something different. This is a wild environment. You know, it's the middle of winter here and it gets pretty chaotic. It's a combination of breath work. All right, guys, 1 minute recovery. Use the breathing. Focus in. Movement stuff on the beach. Turn around. All the way to the top. Come back down, drop the kettlebells at the bottom, then sprint. The sand dune running. Next two. And a whole lot of stuff in the water. Watch out swimming, because this pulls straight out. It's an opportunity to get them out of their comfort zone and really push them.
Although Adesanya has returned to the drawing board, he remains the very best 185 pounds, where he has a title to defend and a legacy to continue.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm still the undefeated, undisputed middleweight champion of the world. And that's not going to change anytime soon.
So for the first time in Israel Adesanya's 13-fight pro mixed martial arts career, he will need to rely on the judges to get his hand raised tonight.
This is a real test for Adesanya. It's not as easy as he thought it was going to be. Vettori came out and put a great fight, and it's been fun to watch.
After middleweight contender Marvin Vettori was narrowly defeated by reigning champion Israel Adesanya in the spring of 2018.
Hats off to him, like, yeah, I don't know. He had better head movement than I anticipated. But yeah, you know, a win's a win, but I'm not happy with it.
He would promptly set a course for redemption.
The biggest quality that a fighter can have is to adapt in the moment of need. So I stepped it up in every area. There will be no stone unturned. And we make it right. Like, that's the way I am. I have the strongest mind in the game. We make it right.
Taking it all in is Marvin the Italian Dream Vettori. His last appearance came in April of 2018.
You see me showing up every time. You see me winning every time. You see me putting up dominant performance every time. This is not by mistake. This is because I'm an elite professional.
He feels he had a very close fight with Adesanya. He feels he was robbed there and wants a rematch. He's walking in here nice and confident, and he's looking forward to this fight.
Both of you on your bellies, hands behind the head, reach out all the way around behind the back, all the way back around.
I have a good nutritionist, I have a good strength conditioning coach, I have good coaches for the technical aspect.
This is turning into a tough night at the office for Cesar Ferreira here.
I wanted to come in here, make a statement,
I'm back.
Pull, pull, pull.
It's not by mistake that I'm able to show up every time. It's not by mistake that people don't have an answer for a lot of the things that I bring.
Vettori right now looks the best I've ever seen him. I mean, the striking was always good, but it was never as fast as what we're seeing here. He looks like lightning right now.
Bigger step, bigger step.
This guy is on a mission to be the best in the world, and a split decision against Israel Adesanya has certainly proved that he belongs in that conversation.
It's not by mistake that you see me going back-to-back 2 main events, 5-5-minute rounds, and just put on dominant performances. I'm unstoppable.
Marvin Vettori, consecutive wins have him on the cusp of his first UFC championship opportunity.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
This is everything I worked for. There's no way I was gonna let the train pass by without catching it.
One of Adesanya next. Think I deserve it? Put on winning performances.
Almost there, keep it up, let's go, right.
Dominant performances, and I won this title, man.
Destroyed him.
With 5 wins in a row, Vettori is finally set to face Adesanya again. And the road to their June 12th rematch in Glendale, Arizona, saw Vettori loudly dispute the results of their first contest.
When we fought the first time, he felt something different than the other guys. You know, going into the third, I thought we were 1-1 in the third round. I just dominated him. So this fight needs to happen again.
How the does this guy think he won? I remember the fight going my way clearly. I just styled on him.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
I'm taking Israel through the Marvin Vettori fight. It'll just be interesting to get his opinion on how he feels that fight played out, some of his strengths versus some of Marvin's weaknesses. I think it'll be a good exercise.
Israel Adesanya makes his second UFC appearance against Marvin Vettori.
I remember feeling like super relaxed in the locker room for this one. Like it was almost scary how relaxed I felt.
Right now, Adesanya's making reads. He's getting the speed. He's getting the timing of Vettori.
It's very jittery, isn't he?
Super jittery. He tries all that Greco inside trip. He tried it like 2 or 3 times in the first round. He missed all of them. And he'll try it, nah. Again, and again, and again he missed. I felt like I was completely in control. So he won that round, yeah?
It's definitely your round.
Yeah.
Here we go with round 2. Oh, Adesanya beautifully slips the offering from Vettori and lands a flush right.
So he's putting pressure, but he's slowed down drastically. I still have like that snap in my punches. He kind of forces his shots. He's pushing his punches. Boom, oh, I like that hook. 2 down the book, and we're still 2 up.
All right, third and final round here.
You can't look at this fight and say he won any of the first 2 rounds at all.
Nah.
Objectively. This bit right here. So this is pause. Yeah, so he's holding on to that leg. I should have switched to my right hip, and I would have broken the grip easy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, he sucked the leg in and carried on.
This was a good takedown.
Yeah, it was a good takedown, but then look what we did. Back to the fence, and show me where he did damage. Literally, watch. Let's see where he did the damage.
Vettori is just keeping the downward pressure.
Show me some damage.
But Vettori has to work. He has to throw some elbows.
What was that? Got blocked. He's flailing his arms everywhere.
Vettori's not advancing his positions enough. He should be letting everything go.
All he's doing is just being a wet blanket.
Herb Dean's gonna take this from him here in a second. He worked that hard to get that takedown that he's gonna lose it by not being active enough. Look at that, now he's back up.
We get up. Yeah, right here, he slumped me. So, that was his greatest moments in the fight. He took me down twice. Honestly, objectively, this is the only round I could probably give him. So 1 out of 3 rounds. Now we're back up standing. We've got just over a minute left. Did he do something crazy in the stand-up that I'm not remembering? I don't think so, because he looks dead. I'm still handling him on the stand-up. And that's that.
Derek Cleary scores the contest, 29-28, Adesanya. Chris Lee scores it, 29-28, Vettori. And Chris Hayes scores the contest, 29-28, for the winner by split decision, Israel.
The judge, Chris Lee, giving one of those rounds to Marvin.
One of the first 2.
Yeah, he was way off.
I know one thing for sure. I'm taking this one super serious, even though I already beat him. I just have to make that statement again. I can't wait to wreck this guy, man.
Both Israel Adesanya and Marvin Vettori have remained unbeaten at middleweight since that fateful night in 2018. And although the results are in dispute, each man has this chance to make their case in the main event of UFC 263.
All right, here we go.
He holds on to that loss, to me, better than his biggest wins of his career.
I always wanted revenge on anybody that I lost before, and that wasn't even a loss to me, and it's just a fight that has to be rerun.
He's just so invested in his own that he can convince himself he's telling the truth.
The last fight that I had with Adesanya was the closest fight that he's ever had, and on my eyes, he still won it, and that fight has to be made again.
But he had nothing for me.
That's fast. It's been 3 years. And I'm so much better by now. And I'll bring so much more to the table that he won't have all the answer for it. And I'm gonna get away with that belt.
Vettori looks amazing. Vettori's staying on him.
Adesanya and Vettori go toe-to-toe once again on June 12th. Only this time, the winner will be crowned champion of the world.
There's a vast gap between our skills. It was already shown in the first fight, and I'll make it even more noticeable in the second fight.
Still undisputed! Wow. Reignited the office for the champion, Israel Adesanya. Too easy.
I can't wait to just beat the out of this guy.
Israel Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights.
I'm gonna show up in the best shape of my life, and I'm gonna put out the performance of my life.
He has been on a tear, and he's lived at the top of this division.
I'll finish him.
He believes this is his destiny.
Vettori!
November 21st, 2020 was a night to remember in Las Vegas. The UFC's Apex hosted its 17th event of the year, which proved to be a showcase for the flyweights.
So on the same night, Davison Figueiredo defends his title. Brandon Moreno and Royval will try to make his statement for a crack at the belt. Brandon Moreno made his UFC debut October 1, 2016, submitted Louis Smolka.
He's fought really high-level guys. He's a very aggressive striker. He's got a very good ground game as well, and he's definitely got more experience inside the octagon. Oh, he got tagged.
Moreno's really loading up on those punches.
Look at this. Moreno takes his back. Oh, man. Moreno with some vicious hammer.
Oh, my goodness.
That's it.
I'm ready for the title now. I need to beat the best in this division, so I'm so ready for that.
A victory for Mexico's Brandon Moreno set the tone for a championship main event that featured reigning king Davison Figueiredo.
What he did to Joseph Benavidez in 2 fights really put him on the map. Stopped him in the first fight and then put him to sleep in the second fight. We've seen him very good in the past when he stopped John Moraga, when he strangled Tim Elliott, but there's something about him now that's different. He has reached this championship level. Oh, look at this, the guillotine.
Oh, it starts to panic.
Oh, my goodness.
Davison Figueiredo successfully retains the flyweight title.
Logo a minha luta contra Pérez, me falaram que estavam precisando de uma luta para cobrir um evento que era principal. Então eu pensei nele, é um cara que lutou ao mesmo evento que eu decidi dar a oportunidade para ele.
E eu tô aqui para desafiar o Brendo Moreno. Brendo Moreno, você quer lutar comigo em dezembro? Eu sou o melhor peso por pause. Então eu tô aqui à sua disposição, meu irmão. 21 dias após a nossa luta. Então isso era quebrar um recorde dentro do UFC e entrar para a história.
Davison says, I want Moreno. So is that done deal? I mean,
He's not going back to Brazil. We're going to turn him right around.
How fast do you think that'll happen?
December.
Yeah.
I was in the house of my manager eating junk food, you know. I was eating a burger.
Want to take you to our favorite ice cream spot, take you to our favorite burger spot. We can have fun.
And then my manager came with his cell phone and, hey, I have the matchmaker in the cell phone. He's asking me if you want to fight in 3 more weeks for the title against Davison Figueiredo. And at first was like, man, give me a moment, please. But I talked just like 3 minutes to say yes.
Representing Tijuana, Mexico, and vying to become the first Mexican-born and raised UFC champion, enter Mexico's best hope, Brandon Moreno.
Brandon Moreno's a very tough, very confident young man, but Davison Figueiredo is something special. When you see him step into the octagon, you are seeing the best example of what's possible for a flyweight fighter.
3 short weeks after needing less than 2 minutes to submit Alex Perez, he makes the quickest championship turnaround in UFC history.
Oh, opens up with a spinning back kick to the body. Figueiredo is making it known that he's down to brawl.
I was prepared for this guy, you know.
Oh, Moreno tagged him. This kid is game.
Everybody was talking about his power. He's very strong.
This is a wild fight.
But I felt his power.
Moreno has handled the power quite well.
And it's a normal power. It's a human being just like me.
Oh!
So I'm going for him.
Whoa! What a pace this fight is being fought at.
Body shot.
My God.
Oh, big elbow from Figueiredo, and Moreno counters like it's nothing.
This fight is so close.
It's so wild. Oh, no. DC, this might be it. I don't know if he's getting up.
It was a bad one.
O ponto foi tirado pela cena que ele fez. Ele fez uma cena ali.
Easy, got time.
Como se estivesse passando mal. Realmente, se ele tivesse tão mal, ele não teria voltado para a luta.
And Jason Herzog, in trying to level that playing field, docks the point.
Mas voltou, fez a cena toda ali e voltou para lutar comigo.
And kick.
Oh, Moreno!
Oh, he hurt him. Figueiredo's wobbled. Champion lands a big right hand.
Oh,
That's
look at that.
Oh, by Moreno.
Oh, man, this is crazy. Oh, nice shot by the champ.
Body head.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Oh, that uppercut.
Oh, man. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, he's hurt. No.
Oh,
He's hurt.
Moreno lands again.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. These dudes. Oh, my
This is crazy. What a fight.
Reopen the fight of the year.
Oh! Oh, my goodness. This is a crazy fight.
Fato direto depois desse cruzado. Isso aí, precisão.
Oh, right hand by the champ. He is just winging these punches. But look at this.
Figueiredo with a nice moment late. Big crowd strike there. What a fight. Gotta think, DC, these guys might show up at each other's bracket again.
I mean, they're going to fight again. They should.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is a majority draw and still.
Uma luta que não foi empate, eu tenho certeza que ganhei ele. Fiz uma boa luta, entendeu? Infelizmente, houve um ponto tirado meu, né?
The fight was really close. So that happened when you go to the judges with that kind of fights.
So DC, incredible but inconclusive majority draw.
All the draw means is that we get to watch them fight again. And who wouldn't sign up for that? Because that was fantastic.
The rematch against Figueiredo was something in my mind immediately after the fight.
Is this a rematch you would like to see?
Immediately, yes.
Dana White say, hey, take care of your family, enjoy the Christmas, and see you in the next year for the rematch.
This is, without a doubt, one of the top fights of next year. Doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's hurt. Oh, he's hurt. No.
He's hurt.
Moreno lands again.
These dudes. Oh, my
This is
goodness.
crazy. This kid is game.
Although the December 2020 flyweight title bout between champion Davison Figueiredo
Both guys appear to land heavy leather there in the pocket.
Oh, my goodness.
These boys are going at it.
and challenger Brandon Moreno was a historic thriller.
This fight is a majority draw and still.
It ended with no winner.
We need a rematch.
I
We need
agree.
that rematch. I think so, you know? For me, for Figueiredo, for the fans, for everybody.
Although the draw meant Moreno walked away without the belt,
Hola, yo soy Brandon Moreno.
he has enjoyed a taste of what's to come
Pero bueno, señores, vamos a cerrar aquí.
if he can defeat Figueiredo in the rematch.
That fight changed my life completely. It's a roller coaster, you know? It's crazy, all the media, the interview, the cameras. We're doing the photo shoot for this new era for Venom.
You over here.
It's nice when you're on top, but when you're on bottom, you feel like, you know? And I don't want to go there again. Now I'm here in the broadcast in Spanish for UFC. I feel comfortable with the camera. Life is about experience and to appreciate your position, you know? Buen recto, 1-2 por parte de Wanderweight, sale perfectamente en piernas. Pelea la que dio Stephen Wanderweight Thompson. I think I'm a real machine. I'm gonna have a picture with you, but I don't have myself, man.
You did really good.
I really live in my dream.
With the rematch now scheduled for June 12th in Glendale, Arizona, Deiveson Figueiredo prepares in the comforts of home. After spending training camp for the first fight against Moreno, entirely in Las Vegas.
Quando eu lutei com o Brandon Moreno, eu tinha uma academia que era só um quadrado de 7x7. E agora eu tô nesse mega estrutura aqui.
Isso é importantíssimo para a carreira de qualquer atleta, ter um CT próprio para treinar, com seus treinadores, com a sua equipe, com seus sparring, com os garotos que ajudam. Bem soltinho, bem soltinho. Isso, acabou, some da frente dele. Some da frente dele. Boa, perfeito, isso aí. E aperfeiçoando a cada dia mais a estratégia para que a gente possa chegar nessa luta com o Brandon Moreno 100% e finalizar ou nocautear ele. A gente fica mesmo se mexendo que o Brandon Moreno ele não para, entendeu? Ele não para no chão, não. Ele fica perambolando o tempo todo tentando...
A estratégia tá bem forte.
Aí surpreende ele com esses golpes, com esses giratórios aí.
Agora tivemos aí mais de 3 meses para fazer um super treino focado em cima dele.
Não para que o Moreno não para, é isso aí.
Vamos nocautear nessa próxima luta.
Moreno is also preparing in his home country. And the proud Mexican recalls lessons from the first fight as he prepares to throw down with Figueiredo again.
Sombrita con pareja, señores, ¿ok? Todos quiero que trabajen detrás de la finta del jab. Trabajen detrás de la finta del jab. Finta, finta, ataco. Finta, finta, el jab. 1 y 1. Parejita, señores. Tiempo.
The last fight was like, oh, Figueiredo can knock you out in the first round, so you need to be careful. Now, I'm 100% sure I'm more technical than him.
Tiempo.
Trata de cerrarte y contraatacar. Eso, exacto.
En esta pelea, yo le dije, Brandon, el campeón Figueiredo empieza muy duro. Sí, se tiende a cansar. Sí, sé paciente.
Oiga, la cabeza arriba, ya. Eso, exacto.
Ya tiene la confianza para ser un poquito más agresivo. A lo mejor castigar más al oponente.
My plan against Figueiredo will be more aggressive against him. Put a really hard pace. Never go back. And Brandon Moreno will take the championship that night.
Eu não vejo um cara bom realmente. Eu Quero estar 100% para lutar com ele. Era a nossa primeira luta, esse cara chorou que nem uma criança, meu irmão.
Snap Marino's head back.
Tocava nele e se gemia todo dentro do octógono. Você imagina numa segunda luta onde eu vou estar 100%. Eu vou fazer esse cara pedir para parar no primeiro round. Depois que acertarmos nossas fichas, talvez ele tenha meu respeito. Mas agora só o que eu penso é arrancar a cabeça dele com uma mão usada.
Oh my God, what a fight.
I don't think he expected Moreno to still be here.
I don't think so either.
After a short notice fight for the ages that ended in a draw.
That was the greatest fight in the history of this division.
Figueiredo and Moreno have their chance to find out who is truly the greatest at 125 pounds.
I'll be really prepared for all his new abilities, his new mindset, blah, blah, blah. I don't care.
This man has that warrior's mentality that tells him that he can stand and fight with everybody.
I know I'm better. I know I can beat the best.
Força, força, força.
That are excuses. Maybe he's trying to sell the rematch again, saying that like, hey, if I was healthy, I knock this guy out. Man, come on.
Breno Moreno, treine porque me arrepender de tudo que vem falando a meu respeito.
Only one thing left to do, lock the door behind them.
UFC 263's feature bout will showcase the greatest fighter currently representing the UK. And the walls that pave the Birmingham streets pay homage to their hometown hero.
It's a mural for all like the young black up-and-coming influencers, basically like sports persons, musicians, artists. Just people that's doing good for the culture in Birmingham, you know? People that's striving to do great things. This is a city that I've called home since moving from Jamaica, you know? So to be recognized and appreciated for what I'm doing and what I'm achieving in my career, I am proud, obviously, and I'm happy. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, where I grew up. Houses are made out of like wood as the frame and like zinc as the roof. Thank you. Thank you. Poverty was crime. My dad was a leader of the gang in my area. Oh, it's breakfast. My dad came to the UK, sending money back to me, my mom, and my brother Fabian. From there, he kind of brought us to the UK. He was selling drugs, you know? So, yeah, his life basically caught up with him in London. Got shot and killed. I was age 13. I've seen death and killings and people being shot from a young age, you know? I've seen people bleeding from getting shot when I'm 5, 6, 7 years old. I've seen it, you know? So when you're a kid, you kind of want to stay away from it. My mom said, oh, let's try this gym out. I didn't know what MMA was. You know, I didn't know what the UFC was. But it got me out of trouble.
Leon came from the streets like all of us. It grabbed my eye straight away, just because of the natural talent he had. The way he excelled so quick. He's a natural athlete all around. The sharp shoot with that left hand when you throw it. Don't overreach with it, no, Leon. Beautiful.
The more I competed, the more tournaments I did.
That's it, good.
The more I won, the more I think I feel pretty good at this, you know? I can actually focus myself and dedicate myself to it, you know, and that's what I did.
Nice.
Just a few years into training martial arts,
More line, more line.
Leon Edwards became a local champion.
Good. Last minute.
At just 22 years of age, earned a contract with the UFC.
The confidence is high for the Jamaican-born Leon Rocky Edwards. Oh! Now look at this. He was hoping to help take this sport to the next level in the United Kingdom.
By submission!
I was there before. I was in the stands up there watching it. So one day, I'll fight in the UFC. It's a dream come true for me.
No one from Birmingham has ever fought as high as a main event in the UFC.
He would eventually amass an impressive 8-fight win streak.
Gonna goes down!
Against some of the biggest names in the sport.
Former UFC lightweight champion. Yeah, he's cutting up RDA.
Before a 2021 main event that saw the Edwards hype train abruptly decelerate.
Oh,
Head kick from Edwards. Oh, wobbly legs. And now he's going in.
Stop!
Oh.
Stop! Stop!
Oh, it was a poke in the eye. It wasn't a low blow as he landed the body kick.
Over there. Oh, my God, this looks like a bad one.
This does not sound good.
Are you seeing double?
I can't see anything.
Can't see anything.
Herb Dean officially waves it off.
There's no faking that. You can see the pain and the agony. Purely unintentional.
This main event has been declared a no decision.
You just gotta feel for Leon Edwards. Been away for so long, and then this happens.
I was heartbroken. I didn't mean to do it, you know. I went for the cross head kick. He stepped into it, and I really apologize. But what now? What do I do now, you know?
It's not what we all wanted. It is just an absolute shame.
This is the most unfortunate thing for two guys.
No. 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 Bro. Bro, man. Okay.
Although Edwards was disappointed by the way his last fight ended, he remained fixated on a title shot.
I want to fight for the bout next. I have fought everybody. I have offered to fight everybody, so I feel I deserve a title shot now.
The opponent he would eventually be scheduled to face next was watching closely as Edwards made his case.
I'm on an 8-fight win streak. That's the third most in the promotion history. I've offered out all the top guys in the division. They all run when they hear my name, so I still believe I'll be a world champion. My goal will be achieved soon.
This is a title fight right here. Any fight I'm in is a title. Because for my whole career, everybody I have fought has either fought for a title or it's just everyone knows them. So I'm the title fight. I'm looking to stay busy in what I do against the top guy for this title fight.
Get sharper. Come on, that's it.
For those who come of age in Stockton, California,
Here you go.
they do so in the throes of hardship. But those who lack inspiration, in this small pocket of the Central Valley,
Do it again. Come on.
always find hope in cheering for their native son.
Diaz just relentless.
Outstanding performance by young Nate Diaz.
Man up, because it's our division. We gonna beat your asses, that's what's up.
Nate Diaz is a fighter's fighter. He loves to scrap.
I'm here to kill or be killed.
He's got outstanding boxing. He can submit anybody in the world on the ground. Look at that, he flexes and gives you double fingers.
Stockton, California, baby. It's Nick Diaz Army.
The undeniable star power of Nate Diaz has landed him in one massive fight after the next,
Just textbook.
but for good reason.
I've done it all. I've fought all these guys and done more and done better than everybody.
Nate Diaz is picking Cowboy apart with the boxing.
And I always want to stay busy,
Maynard in real trouble.
but it's hard for me to just take fights with unnamed opponents and people who haven't done much yet.
McGregor, he's saying all the same that I've been saying for the last 5 years. If he wants to come up and get the money fight and get the good fight, then you know where that's at, and it's not right here. He's got it built off of me, you, and you.
When somebody makes something big happen,
Oh, beautiful.
I need people to know that I make something bigger than that happen.
Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for. I'm gonna fight your ass.
He's got the choke. He tapped. He tapped.
So if I'm not gonna fight the biggest fight I could possibly find,
This is a dog fight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Pettis is down.
I'm gonna fight the best fighter that I could possibly find.
Jorge Masvidal had a good last fight.
He wanted to fight the baddest in the game. So they said, okay, let's make a belt. I mean, this is literally out of Nate Diaz's mind.
Oh, as advertised, this BMF title fight thus far.
Now set to face the number 3 ranked welterweight in the world, Diaz has welcomed an old friend to his new gym for fight preparation.
All right, then give me the hot, bro. Gotta get the hot. Don't be scared.
Former Strikeforce champion and UFC title challenger, Gilbert Melendez.
I live in San Francisco, and Nate's lived in Stockton. That's the way it's been, like the last 15, damn near 20 years. But during fight time, of course, we want to come out here. And to fight a guy no one's really looking for to fight, Leon Edwards, says a lot about Nate. This guy's a tough guy. He's fast, got some kicks, good clinch, good elbows. Nothing Nate hasn't ever seen. You know, Nate's a fighter. He's trying to conclude the fight, win or lose.
Nobody has stayed on top as long as me. I'm still fighting right and doing what I'm supposed to. I'm like the triathletes. We get better with age.
He's not going to get rattled. He's a rock-solid professional fighter with immense amounts of experience behind him, both in the octagon and in the gym. I mean, he's a guy who's been there and done that, and in life itself.
Keeping it real all the way through.
Nate Diaz is not a guy who falters under pressure.
To let everybody know that I'm the hardest in the game.
Yeah. Nate believes that he's the best. He believes that he's #1, and he believes that he can beat any man out there.
That's it. See that?
I'm the one that's got the most wins in the division, so good. If you're a real one, let's get it on.
Beautiful work from Leon Edwards. The left hand found a home.
A breakout year is within reach for both Edwards
With a chip on his shoulder, ready to take out anybody, and he's got all the skills to do so.
and Diaz.
I mean, this dude has had some epic contests in his career.
The glory will be reserved for the victor of their 5-round showcase at UFC 263 in Glendale.
Once we're in the cage, it's me and him, and he has to survive within 25 minutes.
Leon Edwards showing this is a new breed of fighter where they have all the tools.
I'll finish him this fight.
Nate Diaz is going off!
This is where Diaz loves fights to be.
Wars of attrition.
I'm coming out there in the fight, so ready to get the job done.
Yeah, win the round.
A night in the Arizona desert will be capped off by a pair of rematches. As flyweight champion Davison Figueiredo battles Mexico's Brandon Moreno.
This fight is a majority draw.
And middleweight challenger Marvin Vettori
Vettori right now looks the best I've ever seen him.
seeks vengeance against reigning king Israel Adesanya.
I'm the champion. Let's go.
It all goes down on June 12th.